Alright, you feel horny? Well, I bet you did. Now, how many young teens are exposed to sexual images? Well, I will give you an option 1000 to 5000, 5000 to 10,000, or 10,000 to 15,000. Well, what do you think? Well, you guess on that answer. These two books, well, they're part of the problem, and I will reveal it to you by the end. So, have you guessed it yet? Yeah, it's 10,000 to 15,000. And those are just images. And this got me thinking. Every scroll, every click, and every video you watch, you're fed of something. And that is not love, that is not passion. It is pure desire. It is lust. Not Instagram to TikTok, not to TikTok to Twitter or X, for example. Every one of these platforms has one thing in common: sexualization, exposure of soft corn, if you might say. And this affects not just men, women, and young teens, and everyone around, corrupting minds of this generation, especially. It's a concerning matter. I'll tell you the remedy. But the problem here is it is so much accessible now that not just kids, especially young teens, they are all exposed so blatantly that it is corrupting their minds. They're forgetting one thing: respect. Young men are not respecting women, they're seeing them as objects. Women, they're selling themselves off for a few bucks, which is a lot, I know. Through OnlyFans, I know, but it's not worth your dignity, it's not worth your self respect, it's not worth your self worth, but they're doing it. And men, well, they're willing to simp, spending thousands and thousands of dollars just for paid videos and pictures, which can be freely available anywhere. And young men and young teens who are smart, or I'd say more horny, they can find it easily anywhere on the internet. And that's a concerning matter. Now, how it corrupts the mind is that I had an experience, and when internet was available back in the day, I got exposed to it more quicker than anybody else. And that got me to buy one of the physical copies of hentai. Now imagine that. A 13-year-old, 14-year-old, maybe I was older, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and I bought that. Now, did that affect my psyche? Yes, for a little bit of time, a significant amount of time, I'd say. And especially, it's a problem with kids today. Low self esteem, no self respect, no self worth, lack of confidence, unable to talk, communicate, and corrupting mind. Basically, they do not have what you call these people as incels, for example. That is what your kid is turning into. And internet, for example, or any of the social medias are not regulated by parents either. They're so irresponsible that they left their kid with the most accessible thing, internet. And kids play games, they watch YouTube shorts, they watch Instagram, and let me tell you, no matter how much you sit down and worry about that, you will realize you're just leaving your kids with, and they're smarter now. So overexposure to just corn, and they will find it. You know, it will be given to them on a silver platter because they're friends. It's really concerning. Now, when lust becomes a norm, the society is oversensitized. They don't care. And if it's overexposing not just the mind of young teens or men, it is corrupting even the women or girls, wearing skimpy dresses, wearing short dresses, showing their body, flaunting it off, and preferences, unhealthy preferences. 6 feet tall, really, boys want pretty, thin girls. Really big problem, really. And they're not looking for love, they're looking for objects. They're looking for how pretty is the object, how pretty or how external look of the thing. And I'm like, well, no matter how much beautiful someone can be, heart can never be deceiving. A good heart is a good heart, despite their being fat or not, despite them being not that pretty or not. Like, it doesn't matter. If there is love, it will work out, right? But lust has corrupted people, and it is used as not just a medium to control today's generation through social media. It is definitely overexposing them and making them blind to see that they have a choice, but they're willing to simp. They're willing to corrupt themselves. It is not just the social media that is corrupting them, it is the person who is unwilling to change themselves. Now there's a way to get out of this. Like, you can do digital fasting, content curating, and parental awareness. Basically, digital fasting means just get off the internet for 1 week. Okay? Content curating, watch good videos, motivational videos, watch car videos if you want, watch any other positive things that will lift you up, that will be greater for you, that will be better for you. And parents with awareness. Basically, look out for what your kid is watching. Regulate that. Use parental controls in the device. Learn that instead of being ignorant and blaming the companies for it, which, there are a lot of content in the world. They cannot control everything that comes through the funnel, you know. So it is up to you to improve, not blaming others. It is up to you to make sure that you do the right bidding. Okay? And thank you. And as promised, I will reveal the covers. Let's go. So I'm now gonna reveal the 2 books. Okay? So these are the books that I had bought when I was 15. And I'm gonna reveal some of the pages. It would be too risky, I guess. So from back of the pages. Okay? Now let's get on to it. You see this? And for this, yeah. Oh. How do you feel about that? Isn't that great? Now, as promised, I've shown you the 2 books that I had bought from Amazon, and if you subscribe, then I will show you the Amazon orders as well, from where I bought it. As for the back of the video, I hope there's nothing terrible at it. Oh yeah, there you go. Project H and Vampire Hunter, if somebody remembers that. Digital Manga Guild, Japanese illustrations. It's something. Oh, that's how much you will get from here. Okay, and the next, let's see. Project H Hentai Festival 2014. And before we get to it, again, subscribe. Maybe there are cool things that I have with me. Subscribe. Recruiting. Okay. One more time. Okay. And that is how much you will get to see. And thank you for watching this video to the end. And if you are, thank you very much. I love you all and have a nice day. I love you all and have a nice day. And with that, for one last time, this is how my goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.